right, so here he is, one of the more prolific takedown artists in the UFC at present. And when you get some praise from Daniel Cormier when it comes to your offensive takedown game, you know you're doing something right.
And we talk about wrestlers and judo players and grapplers, but this guy just combines all of that. He is able to use foot sweeps from the grappling game. He is able to use throws from judo, and he's able to use wrestling from the wrestling game to take people down. He has an array of takedowns at his disposal, and he uses every single one of them. From the speed of the level change, to the timing, to the knowledge of where to go next when the guy starts to defend, he's truly, truly something special.
I don't think he could take you down, but tonight he doesn't have to. So in this matchup, prevailing wisdom is he'll be able to get this fight to the canvas. Well, if you hear the ladies shrieking, that's because T-City is making his way to the octagon, the former title challenger, Brian Ortega. And a lot of people, DC, do believe for this jiu-jitsu practitioner, his ceiling is championship, and eventually he'll get it.
Yes, the ladies go crazy for T-City. Even his video game character is the best-looking guy out here. Brian Ortega is a jiu-jitsu guy, but as you saw in the Frankie Edgar fight, he has now developed striking to match. That was a massive uppercut that scored a guy that had never been finished before. So as long as he continues to improve, John, he will realize a UFC championship before it's all said and done.
All class outside the octagon with his Brian Ortega foundation, but T-City has got his eyes fixed on the prize. Title eliminator of sorts here tonight. All right, now let's get to the tail of the tape for this featherweight tilt. All right, now for the particulars, we go inside the octagon to Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC featherweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Bulldog. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Brian T-City Ortega.
So Herb Dean, third man in there for this one.
Ready.
All right, so here we go, back in one of America's most underrated sports cities. Good to have you with us from Houston, Texas tonight inside Toyota Center. And this is the site of one of your biggest and I know most signature wins of your career against Gus back in 2015.
One of the biggest fights of my life was when I beat Alexander Gustafsson at UFC 192 when I retained my championship. One of the hardest fights of my entire life. The Toyota Center is a great fighter.
T-City gets hit with that stiff jab there.
And he has a great double leg. My goodness, he has a great double leg. And look at him attack in the arm triangle on the other side. He's gonna lock him down, try to pass all the way across his body. Once he gets across, he will start to drop his chest to the mat and chase the finish.
Oh, how good is that as he gets out?
That is great submission defense, keeping everything short and not allowing his opponent to get the submission victory.
Side control now, DC. A lot of options at his disposal from here. All right, bottom fighter here, maybe looking to hip escape, DC. Ortega getting absolutely worked from the top here on the wrong end of nearly all of these ground and pound strikes. Inside the closed guard now.
I mean, he went right into his full guard.
Trying to set up a choke here. Oh, that guillotine choke is tight. Posture's up now. That's a vicious head strike. How'd he take it?
This is where he wants to be.
Back him out now. Just over 3 minutes to go. Ortega's in half guard. Lands the ground and pound strike. Oh, another strike lands from the top. In position for a submission attempt here. Oh, that Kimura looks tight. Oh, he's out of danger.
Great submission defense. He's able to take his arm out and stay safe.
Oh, good work here to the body by T-City, Brian Ortega. Oh, guillotine choke would appear to be locked in. Yes, it is. That guillotine is tight. Oh, my goodness, he got out again.
Wow, that is fantastic submission defense.
Working in half guard here, making these shots count. Champ, these submission setups aren't that bad, but he keeps getting denied.
Yeah, because he's not panicking. He's taking his time. He knows what to do whenever something is coming in his direction. It's beautiful. It's beautiful to watch a guy comfortable even when he's under attack.
All right, looks like he's got a couple hooks in here, DC, and defensively, you better be careful. Under 2 minutes to go.
Nice transition.
All right, side control now, DC. You know he's in his element on the ground. A lot of tricks up his sleeve.
A lot of tricks. You guys trying to get to the dark here.
Oh, Darce choke locked and loaded.
This has got to be the end.
Oh, he got out.
He got out of the figure. John, I thought it was over. I thought it was done. It was so tight. It was deep. They were hip to hip. I thought the fight was done. Great job and awareness by this young man to defend that Darce choke.
All right, so he's got the body locked down here, DC, or so it appears. This is not a guy you want anywhere near your back. All right, side control now. We'll see if he can advance position. Well, working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by T-City, Brian Ortega.
Getting them out here.
Ortega's trying to get a triangle here. Oh, good technique there. He's got the triangle choke locked in.
Fight IQ on full display there. Recognizing he was losing the sub, elected to keep the dominant position.
10 seconds to go in the round. Grounded him and pounded him. Nice job. 5 minutes in the books.
He's beating you on the ground right now on points. He's not hurting you too bad, but we can't allow that to happen. We got to get back up to our feet. The guard is awesome.
All right, so there's the horn. That means it's the end of the round, and a lot of good offensive wrestling work from him over those previous 5 minutes.
I mean, great offensive wrestling. Every time he changed levels and got to his opponent's legs, he was able to secure the takedown. Let's see what type of fatigue his opponent will carry into the next round.
You ready? You ready?
Second round underway. All right, nice job there by the corner after that previous round as our next round gets underway, and their fighter is undeterred. He was close on the submission in the previous round. He's going to get right back to it.
He's like a dog on a bone. He's going to continue to attack, until he eventually gets what he wants. Nice kick.
Oh, he lands another strike to the body, really starting to connect on a lot of shots to the midsection, and these will take their toll as this fight goes into the latter rounds.
Controlling the fight behind that jab.
Let me show you the head strikes. Oh, lands the double jab. Those are going to start to take their effect. Taken down by Ortega. Oh, the ground and pound is coming. Good movement to avoid some of that power coming back.
He passes the half.
A lot of top pressure being applied here.
Darce, yep, he's trying to hit a Darce here. That Darce choke is tight.
Oh, he's staying pretty effective here, fighting off of his back. Nice strike landed there by the bottom by T-City, Brian Ortega. All right, dominant position for him here, full mount. If you're the bottom fighter, better start moving those hips, DC.
Oh, you gotta start moving those hips. What you should do initially, right, is start to push at the knees. Push at the hips, create some distance, shrimp, and try to recollect half guard. Half guard sucks, but it's much better than being mounted fully by your opponent.
In the half guard.
All right, trying to pass here. As Glover Teixeira might say, not today.
Not today. Great job of following with the hips, keeping those legs locked and keeping them in full guard.
Oh, the ground and pound is there.
Now he's on top, exactly where he wanted to go.
All right, right into side control. Upper body strength figures to be put to good use here.
Yes, absolutely. And you gotta look for his opponent to turn.
Ortega's going for a choke here. Looks like he's got the sub locked in tight now. Oh, submission defense on full display there.
He said that he was very aware of what this guy brought to the octagon, and it showed in that defense.
Oh, shades of the Godfather with a ground and pound Mark Coleman as he lands again.
Coley somewhere smiling, watching this guy land from the top position.
Under 2 minutes to go here in our second round. Ortega's in half guard. Trying to pass the guard here, but a nice job by the bottom fighter defensive.
Bottom fighter did a fantastic job of following with his hips, making sure he blocked any attempt to get past his guard. Oh, he's advancing. Look at him, he's starting to posture. Oh my goodness. He slams him down, uses straight power to escape that triangle choke. Great job, great technique. I mean, great physicality by this youngster.
And just when you thought he might get submitted, instead he turns defense into offense and power bombs his opponent on the canvas.
Oh, good defense, yes.
All right, he's trying to control posture here. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom.
Oh, good ground and pound here. All right, has the guard closed here. Most fighters will tell you offensive wrestling is the hardest, most exhausting thing.
Especially if you're just running the guy over. Jonathan, he just gets up.
Posture's up. Ooh, and he lands a brutal strike to the head. And there it is, another strike gets through on the ground. Oh, trying to pass here, but Dikembe Mutombo style, he gets denied.
Block! Great job blocking that pass by the bottom fighter. Good round.
Stop!
Excellent. He keeps dropping his left hand, leaving his jaw wide open for you. To stay on the outside, pumping with the jab.
All right, so there is the horn. That means the round is over. We nearly had a finish due to a submission, but I think you got to give credit to both the offense and the defense there.
Yeah, you gotta give credit to both guys, but nothing's more beautiful than an extended grappling exchange like we just witnessed. One guy almost submitted, one guy escaping. It's one of the most exciting things you can watch in all of mixed martial arts.
Third round underway. Beautiful technique on the straight right hand. Oh, he lands another debilitating strike to the body, and he continues to punish his opponent's midsection. Had a lot of success with it in the previous round and picking up exactly where he left off.
Jeez, you can hear that.
All right, good job by him there to raise the guard and protect his head.
He's doing a good job of keeping the guard high, blocking his head, making sure he's not taking those damaging strikes up top.
He ripped the body there. All right, so there's the takedown game on display, all set up, though, by the hand.
Oh, nice headlock. He's got himself locked in.
And this might just be a matter of time. Oh, he got out! Fighter trying to pass here, ooh, but gets denied.
Gets denied. Great job, great recognition of seeing what your opponent was trying to do.
Well, not ideal to spend this much time on the bottom, but you can't fault him for his activity. Landing strikes here from the bottom. Nice work by Ortega. All right, rubber guard now, DC. Some submissions at his disposal if he so chooses.
Yeah, he does have a couple submissions. They're very rare submissions. Go-go plata, omoplata. But if the guy has any understanding of submission defense, he knows how to stay safe in this position. So there are advantages to being here, but the danger isn't so vast that you should panic.
Yeah, we've only seen a handful of omoplatas in UFC history.
It's work, it's work.
Looks like he's trying for submission now. Oh, compromising spot here. Triangle choke is locked in. You gotta be kidding me, he's out. Oh, huge pop from the crowd as the fighters get back up to their feet. I mean, you and I love a good grappling match, but these fighters came to see knockouts.
Yeah, the fans came to see them knock each other out, and that's what they're going to get. All the grappling was beautiful to watch, John, but ultimately, it is the striking that people show up for.
We have crossed the midpoint of this one.
Oh, nice takedown.
So he's sort of turtled up here, not great body language. Perhaps he's trying to bait him in a little bit.
Yes, smart adjustment, yup. This is tight.
Now he's in trouble, he's gonna go to sleep.
And we're good! The winner by submission. Absolutely remarkable what this fighter was able to accomplish here tonight. As you can see, the years of repetitions in the gym to set it up and ultimately get the tap there. Great technique to set up the finish. All right, so a wild round and a wild sequence there on the ground. DC, talk us through the highlight.
He's such a phenomenal grappler. I don't understand how people don't know that this guy wants to submit you. He is the best grappler, best submission specialist we've seen in a long time.
Bruce Buffer now with the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 1 second of the third round, declaring the winner by submission due to an arm triangle choke, Brian T-City Ortega! All right, so there he is, all smiles, and rightfully so after he gets the job done by submission tonight. You told me off the air before the fight that he was going to submit him, and that's exactly what happened, man.
I mean, you know, this guy has such a great submission game that you cannot lay in his guard. And his opponent is known to lay in the guard. He made him pay for it tonight and got the submission victory.